Welcome everyone to episode 11 of the China series. So in this episode, we are going to try to have a little more influence in the Pacific region. More specifically, we're going to try to improve relations with Australia, Papua New Guinea, and the Solomon Islands. So I know at least two of those three we can actually do in this episode. We're going to try to improve relations with Thailand, since their attitude towards us is neutral. So we should be able to at least get them to like us. They're not going to really like us, but that's going to take some time to do. And let's take a quick look at the paper. So it looks like the Russia-Ukraine war has ended, and looks like Russia annexed some land. So let's take a quick look at Ukraine to see what has changed. So it looks like East Donbass has been annexed by Russia. So we're going to meet with them and see if we could purchase natural gas from them. So let's look at our own natural gas. So we're producing about 3.97, but we're using 6.2. So purchase from Russia should be able to meet that demand. And let's invest some money in Australia to give them assistance for this wildfire that they're going through. So we're going to look to give them about $60 million. Alright, so they're already neutral towards us, so that's a step in the right direction. Alright, and it looks like a hurricane is going towards the Solomon Islands. So we'll wait until that comes up, and then we'll... Alright. Alright, so we'll do the same thing. Alright, so we'll give them about 30 million. Oh, we don't even have to do that, so we'll go ahead and meet with them. Alright, so we'll just make that 25. Alright, so it looks like Ukraine is trying to produce nuclear weapons, but we're not going to deal with that.
The decree takes effect as of today.
because they're not close to
The
us.
decree takes effect as of today.
So we'll let Russia deal with that. And no, we're not going to take out their chief of staff. Alright, so let's go over to Thailand and let's change this to... Let's make that 662 million that we give them. So that should improve relations.
The decree takes effect as of today.
And let's go to industry. And let's take a look at our workforce for drones. So that's okay. Let's look at the anti-sleep molecule. Okay. So let's go for 1,000 workers. Let's do 1 star for employing young people, and unemployment checks, we're going to reduce that down to 1 star. And let's go to transportation, road transportation. We're going to hit that with 1 star. All right, so now let's meet with Russia.
I'd be happy to.
Do a sales contract, and going to purchase and try to go for natural gas. So 393. Let's go 405. 408. All right, so this is going to cost us about $62 billion. Let's see what we can sell them. So they don't produce enough vehicles. So let's try with 29, 28. Okay, so that brings us in 5 billion. So that kind of offset that sale of 62. Let's see about... Alright, Great Public Bionics. Alright, so they're okay with that. We could actually buy iron from them, but I'll wait. Let's see. About plastic. Yeah, they're fine in that department. Let's see about vegetables. Okay, so vegetables, they don't produce enough. Okay. So we did a sale with that. And let's see about building housing. All right, so they're fine with that. So we're just going to go ahead and end this meeting.
Very kind.
Actually, let's move this from non-aggression to support. And hopefully they don't get involved in anything else that will pull us into it. Because then we'll be more obligated to get involved. Alright, so let's give them a little bit more. And let's go to Secret Service. So let's manage that network. So we want to improve relations with them, so we're not going to do the industrial sabotage or demolition of strategical objectives and cyber attack preparation. So if we're going to try to dismantle whatever terrorist group is in that country to help them, and that should boost relations.
Huh. That's not to be turned down.
Okay, so let's go with an alliance. Alright, so that was accepted, and alright, and that was accepted. So let's see if we can sell them anything. So what about auto construction? Alright, so they're fine in that department. What about coal? Coal, they don't produce anything, so let's try with this. $588, $562. So that's only going to bring us in about 2.3 million.
Very kind. This thought is very honorable.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end that meeting. Then let's meet with Australia. Let's take a quick look at our growth. 6%. Alright, so we stole the antiviral treatment for COVID. Alright, so we have a chance to try to take out Tom Baden. So, no, this is risky, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot and see what happens. Um, all right, so their deficit is at 11.65. So I'm guessing if we take him out, that's probably going to go up. Let's see where we have our top agent at. All right, so that is the U.S. And let's take a quick look at inflation. It's at 2.07. So we're going to bump that up by 0.5. Alright, so let's see. Let's just make sure. Okay, so we don't have any other debt for any other countries. It's just our own that we need to take care of. And we have a 0% interest rate. So I'm going to do a couple more things with okay, so that didn't work, and looks like our agent is no longer with us. Or the one who tried, at least. So we have 1.9 trillion in our treasury reserve.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential informer. According to my calculations, using transactional analysis, Chicago score naturally, the team has at most a 63.8% chance of making a strategic gain in its position by focusing on this target and only on this target.
That's not going to really do much for us, so we're going to refuse. So let's go to space research. So physics of the universe, that's going to cost us about 8.9 billion.
I'd be happy to. That's what we call entertaining.
Alright, so let's try a non-aggression agreement. Alright, so... Alright, so what happened was I waited too long and I didn't invest enough. I didn't invest enough into the wildfire, so they just like us, but it's nothing significant. So let's just try to do a sales contract with them, and hopefully this will kind of help. So we're going to try to sell them electric vehicles. So that's 393 million. And we're going to go for electric utility vehicles also. So 141, that should actually be okay. So that brings us in about 10.8 million.
I hope you didn't make me come.
Okay.
Sure.
Alright, so at least we don't have real sour relations with Australia. So we'll just wait until the next crisis that they have to go through. So it looks like it might be this hurricane. I'm not sure which direction. It looks like it might be heading towards Australia. So we'll just wait until that happens, and then we'll give them a little more money.
Our governmental cell informs me that it has had the opportunity to approach this potential.
So the Solomon Islands is... That's a pretty decent accomplishment. Because that brings us a little bit closer to being able to strike Hawaii and a little closer to Guam. So let's see. We are going to build a naval base right here. So let's get that started. So it's going to cost us 2.6 billion. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on with this at all. Doesn't look like I'm able to build a naval base. Ah, well. Let's see about a land base then. Alright, let's take a quick look at something here. So I'm not sure if this is a bug. If it is, it's the first one that I've really had to deal with 2022 edition. You mean incorrect position? Well, that puts a damper on things, but oh well. Alright, so Japan is trying to develop nuclear weapons. We're gonna take issue with that since they're so close. So let's go to Secret Service. Alright, so it's just suspicions. So there's nothing concrete as of yet. let's meet with the Solomon Islands again and try to see what's going on with being able to build a military base.
Good news. Our financial performance in the last quarter shows a cash surplus. This will help us reduce our debt service. Let's keep it up.
Unhealthy housing.
Here are the GDP and growth figures for the last year. As you know, these are the most important economic indicators and the most revealing of the health of our economy. This is an average result. We must remain cautious and measure the consequences of our economic stability over the long term.
All right, so we're in the beginning of the year, so let's try to improve. Let's try to improve education. Let's go to see what our treasury reserve is 2 trillion. So we're going to invest some of this. Let's go with literacy aids and scientific training. So that's basically 90 billion we just spent. Let's go to buildings. Want to go with some higher education. So let's build 50 new facilities there. And research. Let's go with 2 stars for that.
Our services report a new conspiracy theory that is beginning to take hold on social media. You can view the description of this theory and its development on our summary page. You will have to be careful and, if necessary, plan on starting an information and deconstruction campaign to destroy it.
Okay.
The household purses remain desperately empty. Lodging and food use almost all of the household income.
All right. So let's see what we can do. So let's increase the wealth tax. Audio visual. That's not really doing anything. No, that's a lot. So what if we drop this down? Yep. So that'll work. Okay, so happiness just increased. Let's go back to taxation. So company turnover. Change that. company tax. We'll drop that down to drop that down to 25%.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is a very good figure. Our economy is dynamic.
All right, so unemployment is at 2%. Just trying to take a look at inflation. So that's gone up. So we kind of want to slow that down a little more. So we'll bump that up to another 0.5%. Let's take a quick look at the paper. Russia has a budget surplus of 11.54. All right,
Our
and
infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll allow me the analogy, that according to my calculations would produce a two-figure dynamic impact, superior in absolute index.
okay, we'll refuse, and in fact, let's go to diplomacy, and so we're going to lift the sanctions we placed on Ukraine since that war is now over. And I think I'm going to end this episode. So thank you for the likes. Please subscribe. And thank you for those of you who recently subscribed and pushed me up to 800 subscribers, or a little over 800. Between now and October, I would like to try to get that up to 1,000. But that's going to take a lot more on my part as well. But thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. Please click the bell so you can be notified of future videos, and I will see you soon.